0 victory. The Vikings are 8-13 overall and 4-9 in conference play. Megan Rattler will throw for the Comets, and she will face this Decorah lineup. Peyton Jurlett is at shortstop. Shelby Stahlberger at second base. Maddie Eady at first base. Riley Hubkin center field. Riley Monteith at third base. Lexi Leuenberger in right field. Ellie Shelton, the designated player. Tess Olinger in left field. Lauren Eggert is the catcher, and in the 10th spot in the order, Annika Vanderkroll doing the pitching here in game number 1. We're going to get a little bit of an early start to this one as Peyton Jurlett will lead things off here in the top of the first inning of game 1 of this doubleheader. Jurlett, a .435 hitter with 3 doubles, 3 triples, 1 home run, and 7 RBI. Rattler, the right-hander, ready to go. The umpires Doug Johnson and Vince Workman, with Doug working the plate here in game number 1. Jurlett was 1 for 2 with 2 walks against Charles City the first time. The first pitch low outside. As we get going at 5:55, it's 1 ball, no strikes. We'll set the Comet defense here momentarily as they're in their slap-hitting defense against the slap hitter Jurlett. Pitch outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Sarah Martin in left field. Shay Etherington in center, and in right field, Kyla Crooks. At third base, Katie Foster. At shortstop, Bailey Mitchell, the 2-0 in there for a strike. It's 2-1. Taylor Schmidt at second, and Connor Crooks at first. Sienna Sonberg behind the plate, and Megan Rattler in the circle. 2 balls and 1 strike to count in the pitch. Lone outside for 3 balls and 1 strike now, with Stahlberger and Edie to follow. Vikings coming off the win the other night against Southwind, a team that has 17 wins right now. Coach Iverson called it the best performance of the season for Decorah. The 3-1 high and tight for ball 4. So Peyton Jurlett has batted 5 times against Comet pitching this year, and she's drawn 3 base on balls. Runner at first, nobody out, no score. First inning, and Shelby Stahlberger will be the batter, .397 with 1 home run and 5 RBIs. Stahlberger squares to bunt. The pitch is wild back to the screen, so up to second will go Peyton Jurlett. Rattler's pitch was in the dirt. It's 1 ball, no strikes on Shelby Stahlberger, who will now bat with a runner in scoring position. Shelby was 0 for 3 the first time against Charles City. So 5 of the first 6 pitches out of the zone from Rattler, and the pitch bunted through by Stahlberger. It hops away from the catcher Sonberg. Throw to third base, not in time, so Jurlett will take third base on the throw. So now a 1-1 count on Stahlberger, and she has a runner at third base with nobody out. Rattler threw an inning and 2/3 up in Decorah on the 23rd of June. Gave up 3 hits, no runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Stahlberger. The 1-1 delivery. Roller towards third, fielded there by Foster. She'll throw across the diamond, and the throw is late. Stahlberger gets on an infield single, and the Vikes will have him at the corners with nobody out here in the first inning. The ball was right at third base, so Jurlett did not have a realistic opportunity to take a risk on that play. And Maddie Eady will be the batter. Eady swings and grounds 1 towards third. It's fielded there by Foster. Throws on to first base, and the out recorded there was Stahlberger moving up to second, and Jurlett staying put at third. So 1 down here in the inning, second and third. No score here in the first inning. And the batter is Riley Hubka at .259, 3 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 7 RBI. Hubka, the right-hand hitter against the right-hander Rattler, and the pitch inside. It skips away from Sonberg. Down the line from third comes Jurlett. The throw is wild. Backing up is Schmidt at second base, and it's a 1-0 lead for Decorah. So the Comets out of sorts here to start things out, and Coach Brian Bolin out to talk to the infield and battery in this situation. A walk, an infield hit, and 2 wild pitches have given Decorah a 1-0 lead. A week ago Tuesday, the Comets won in Decorah 6-3 in that game. Decorah got 2 runs in the bottom of the first inning and took an early lead before the Comets came back. Runner at third, one down, 1-0 the count on Riley Hubka. The 1-0 delivery is swung on and missed. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Crowd starting to file in here at Sportsman's Park in Charles City. 1-1 the count with 1 down. The pitch swinging a foul at the plate. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Hubka. Decorah looking for win number 9 on the season. Vikings enter the final night of conference play in 4th place in the league. Of course, it's a 6-team league this year with OY not playing a varsity schedule. 1-2 delivery, swung on, fly ball. Shallow center, retreating is the second baseman Taylor Schmidt, who will make the catch for the second out of the inning. It was shallow enough that Stahlberger didn't have a realistic chance to move up from third base. Runner at third, 2 down for Riley Monteith. A 1-0 lead for Decorah here in the first. Monteith looks at a strike from Rattler. Monteith had a home run the other night down at Southwind, her first of the year. She has 9 RBI, her average up to 225. 0-1 delivery, swung on and missed at a changeup. And it's no balls, 2 strikes now on Monteith. Righty-righty matchup here in the top of the first inning with the Vikings leading by a 1-0 margin. Charles City at 15-9, and they have won 8 games in a row. The 0-2 delivery outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. We mentioned the last matchup was only a week ago Tuesday. It was originally scheduled for 8 days prior to that, but rain took care of the first scheduled matchup. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count on Monteith. Riser goes high from Rattler, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. And of course, these two teams will meet a week from tonight in the first round of the 4A regional competition. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 down. The pitch, changeup grounded towards third, foul past Coach Randy Iverson in the third base box. So the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. This is Vikings Radio 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.com. Darren Swenson from Sportsman's Park in Charles City. Northeast Iowa Conference softball doubleheader. Decorah leading 1-0 here in the first as Monteith smacks one towards third. Knocked down there by Foster. She throws across the diamond to retire Monteith, and the side is out in the top of the first inning. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left, 1 half inning complete. Decorah 1 and Charles City coming to bat. The Comets will bat this way. Katie Foster is at third base. Shea Etherington in center field. Taylor Schmidt at second base. Sarah Martin in left field. Bailey Mitchell, the shortstop. Connor Crooks at first base. Chantel Van Houen, the designated player. Kyla Crooks in right field, and Megan Rattler will be the pitcher. And that lineup will face senior right-hander Annika Vanderkroll. 4-8, a 2.73 ERA. Opponents hitting 228 against her. 71 and 2/3 innings, 79 hits, 28 earned runs, 25 walks, and 22 strikeouts. In the first meeting between these two teams, Annika threw 4 1/3 innings, gave up 8 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned. Didn't walk or strike out a batter. Vikings trying to win consecutive games for what would be the second time this year. The only other time was a doubleheader sweep over walk-on. Katie Foster is a .379 hitter. Slapper batting from the left-hand side with a double, no triples, no home runs, and 7 RBI. Foster 0 for 4 against Decorah a week ago Tuesday. Slap hitting defense for Decorah has Monteith and Stahlberger up and Jurlid and Edie back. Pitch outside from Vanderkroll to start things out, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Tess Olinger in left, Riley Hubkin center, Lexi Leuenberger in right for Decorah. Riley Monteith at third, Peyton Jurlid at short. Change up for a strike. It's 1-1 now on Foster. Shelby Stahlberger at second. Maddie Edie at first, Lauren Eggert behind the plate. And in the circle is Annika Vanderkroll. Slap attempt rolled foul, third base side, so it's 1-2 now on Katie Foster. Warm, comfortable night. Hazy sunshine above here in Charles City. as Foster gets a new bat from on-deck hitter Shea Etherington. 1-0 Decorah, bottom of the first inning. The 1-2 delivery sprayed towards left field. After it is Tess Olinger, and she makes a basket hip-high two-handed catch in shallow left for the first out of the first inning. 1 down, nobody on for Shea Etherington. 1-0 Decorah, bottom of the first. Etherington, another slap hitter, 284. No extra base hits and 7 RBIs. Slap bunt fielded by Stolberger. Bare hand pickup, throws to first to retire Etherington. And the first 2 batters retired here in the bottom of the first inning. So 2 down and nobody on for Taylor Schmidt. A 1-0 lead for Decorah. Peyton Jurlid scoring on a wild pitch in the top of the first inning. Schmidt in from the right-hand side of the plate. Will take the first one low from Annika. 1 ball, no strikes. Schmidt at 367, 6 doubles, 2 triples, 2 home runs, and 21 RBI. 1-0 delivery, swung on, hammered down the left field line, but foul. Landing on top of the batting cages, which are to the outside of the third base Charles City dugout. Schmidt was 4 for 4 with a home run against Decorah a week ago Tuesday. 1-1 delivery, swinging a foul at the plate. Now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Schmidt. Vikings were scheduled to go to MFL Marmac last night, but that one was canceled because MFL Marmac had to make up a rainout from Monday night. Ground ball, left side, base hit. And that one gets by Olinger and goes all the way to the fence. Schmidt hits second. She's coming to third, and she'll be in standing without a play. So Schmidt gets a single and advances 2 bases on a fielding error by Olinger in left. Runner at third, 2 down. And Sarah Martin gets a 2-out RBI opportunity for Charles City. Martin at 386, 6 doubles, 2 triples, 2 home runs, and a team-leading 29 RBI. She swings the first one, rolls one back to Vandekrill in the circle. Low throw to first, scooped out well by Maddie Eady. Side out here in the first inning. 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left, 1 done, 1-0 Decorah. Decorah leading 1-0 going to the top half of the second inning. Game 1 of this conference doubleheader. The conference finale for both these squads this year. This was scheduled to be the regular season finale for Decorah, but they have rescheduled a game. I shouldn't even say rescheduled. They have now scheduled a game for next Wednesday night at Manchester to take on West Delaware. Decorah lost 3 games at a tournament scheduled for Waverly a week ago Saturday and lost 2 games at the Jessup tournament. Lost last night's game against MFL Marmac, so instead of losing 6 games, now they make up 1 as Lexi Leuenberger looks at a strike, 0-1. Lexi at 293, 2 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 6 RBI. The 0-1 delivery, that one misses outside for 1 ball, 1 strike. Ellie Shelton and Tess Olinger will follow in the second inning. The 1-1 delivery. Hyde, 2 balls, 1 strike. Two-1 on Leuenberger, and the pitch outside again, and Rattler having a tough time finding the zone thus far. If you look at her statistically, that hasn't been an issue this year. Only 16 walks and 76 2/3 coming in. The pitch, ground ball to the right side, picked up by Schmidt at second on 3 hops, throwing to first base to retire Leuenberger, 1 away in the second inning. 1 down, nobody on for Ellie Shelton. Shelton, 264, a double, a triple, no home runs, and 6 RBIs. First pitch out of the zone to Shelton, 1 ball, no strikes. Shelton was 1 for 2 against Charles City the first go-around. The pitch outside corner for a strike, 1-1. Split time between the designated player and pitcher role in that game. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 down. 1-0 Decorah in the second. The pitch rolled towards short, fielded there by Mitchell. Throws on to first base to get Shelton by a step. And 2 down here in the inning. So after the first 2 batters reached, Rattler has settled down and now retired 5 in a row. 1-0 Decorah in the second. Tess Olinger is hitting .256 with a double, no triples, no home runs, and 5 RBI. Pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. 0-1 delivery, swinging a foul at the plate. So Rattler well ahead at no balls and 2 strikes. Nothing and 2 the count. Rattler ready, the 0-2, swinging a miss at a changeup and a quiet top of the second for Decorah. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom half of the second inning. It's Decorah leading by a 1-0 margin. Vikings 1, Comets nothing. Game 1 of this Northeast Iowa Conference doubleheader on a beautiful Thursday night. Hazy sunshine at Sportsman's Park in Trail City. These 2 teams will meet a week from tonight at this same location in the first round of Class 4A Region 3 play. Vanderkroll gave up a 2-out single, but nothing else in that first inning. Bailey Mitchell will start things for the Comets in the second inning. Mitchell at .297 with 4 doubles, no triples, 1 home run, 14 RBI. Looking at the conference standings, Waverly Shellrock is going to be your conference champion. They are done with their conference schedule. They will finish 14-1. In conference play, if memory serves, their only loss was to Charles City, and it came on this field 2 weeks ago tonight. Vanderkroll wheels and deals, and the first pitch in there for a strike to Bailey Mitchell. No balls and 1 strike. Crestwood is at 9-4. Charles City with the sweep tonight, walk-on sweep, and Crestwood could tie the Cadets for second place in the league. Pitch goes high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Decorah is in 4th place at 4-9 in league play. If the Comets sweep Decorah, they could fall to a 5th place tie with walk-on. If they sweep Crestwood, chopper foul, 1 ball, 2 strikes. New Hampton is done with their conference schedule. They will finish 5-10 in conference play. If the Vikings are able to win at least 1 tonight, they will finish no worse than a tie for 4th place. The 1-2 delivery high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mitchell will be followed by Connor Crooks and Chantel Van Howen in the bottom of the second inning. 2-2 drops low from Vanderkroll to the right-hand hitting shortstop. It is 3 balls and 2 strikes now. 1-0 Decorah. Peyton Jurlett scored on a wild pitch in the top of the first inning. 3-2 ground ball towards third. It hits the bag and caroms into left field for a base hit. Mitchell starts the second inning in style with a single to left for the Comets. And the batter will be Connor Crooks at .346. 1 home run and 5 RBI. 1-0 Decorah in the second inning. Connor Crooks was 2 for 2 with 2 RBI against Decorah the first time. She swings at the first one, fouls it off. Eggert didn't see it right away, lunged late and couldn't get there. No balls, 1 strike to count on Lauren Eggert, as Lauren Eggert unable to get the foul ball. Connor Crooks will get another chance. Runner at first, nobody out. Second inning, 1-0 Decorah. Crooks now squares to Bunta, so up the third base side, but foul. And it is no balls and 2 strikes. So we'll see if Coach Boland can keep will keep the bunt on. in this two-strike situation. The ball's 2 strikes, pitch outside. Off-speed pitch, outside edge. Tried the corner and missed. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. The 1-2 delivery, ground ball left side, past a lunging Drillett into left field for a base hit. So Crooks and Mitchell with back-to-back singles to start the bottom of the second inning. Chantel Van Houen is a .344 hitter, 6 doubles, 1 triple, 2 home runs, and 15 RBIs. First and second, 1 down in the second inning of a 1-0 Decorah lead. First pitch high to Van Houen. 1 ball, no strikes. Vanderkroll ready in the 1-0 offering. Swung on a ground ball wide of third and foul. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Van Houen. So the Comets threatening. Ended up leaving a runner at third in the bottom of the first inning. 1 ball, 1 strike with nobody out. And the 1-1 delivery, ground ball towards third, foul just to the left of the bag up the third base side. So now Vanderkroll is ahead of Van Houen. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Comets with 3 hits already against Vanderkroll. She gave up 8 and 4 1/3 against the Comets first go around. That one hit well left field and deep. Retreating is Olinger. She lunges and makes the grab. Near the fence, runners stay put, 1 down. Here in the bottom of the second inning as Van Houen got solid contact and Olinger able to make the play. First and second, 1 down. Kyla Crooks is 4 for 16 with 2 RBI. First pitch inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Mitchell, the runner at second. Crooks, the runner at first. Vanderkroll ready in the pitch. In there for a strike. It's 1-1. A couple of times in Tuesday night's ball game down at Southwind, Decorah was able to get out of bases loaded 1-out situations. We'll see if they can squelch the threat here. Off-speed pitch fouled away. Right side and out of play, so it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Kyla Crooks. Megan Rattler will follow in the bottom of the second inning. The pitch swung on, looped toward short, caught it short by Drillett, still on the infield dirt, second out of the inning. So Crooks pops out, and Megan Rattler will try to help her own cause. She's a .476 hitter, 10 for 21. And she has 5 RBI. Right-hand hitter against the right-hander, Vanderkroll, and the pitch taken low. Eggert able to stop it. 1 ball, no strikes. One-0. Change up low, 2 balls and no strikes. Vanderkroll ready, 2-0. Swung on, looper towards short. Still on the infield dirt. Drillett makes a one-handed snag to retire the side. So the Comets get the first 2 runners on, but leave them both. 2 innings complete, 1-0 Decorah. 1-0 Decorah, starting the top of the third inning. Hitters 9, 1, and 2 for Decorah. In the third, Lauren Eggert, Peyton Drillett, and Shelby Stahlberger. Decorah got its run in the top of the first inning. Drillett walked. Wild pitch got her to second. Stolen base got her to third. Wild pitch got her home. That's the only run to this point. Comets out hitting Decorah 3-1 right now. Decorah with the lone error of the game, but through 2, the Vikes have the lead in the stat that counts. It is 1-0. Eggert, Drillett, and Stahlberger in the second inning to face Megan Rattler, who put the first 2 runners on in the top of the first inning, but has retired 6 in a row since that time. Catcher number 12, Lauren Eggert. Comets winners of 8 in a row coming in. Lauren Eggert, right-hand hitter, looks at a strike, 0-1. Eggert at 170. No extra base hits and 2 RBI. Oh, 1 offering. Rising high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Postseason starting for 3A teams next Wednesday night and 4A teams next Thursday night. 1-1 the count. The 1-1 delivery. Chopper towards third, playing the long hop as Foster. Quick toss over to first base. A high throw, but snagged at first by Connor Crooks, and Eggert retired 5-3. Peyton Jurlett will start the second trip around the batting order. Peyton walked and scored her first time up. 1-0 Decorah, top of the third inning. The pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Taylor Schmidt playing up at short. Also, they're playing Foster and Mitchell up at short and third in the slap hitting defenses. Pitch goes high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Connor Crooks at first base has taken a few steps back and actually plays almost on the outfield grass. The pitch outside to Jurlett, 2 balls, 1 strike. They brought the right fielder in, Kyla Crooks, to play about where the second baseman usually plays. 2-1 count, swing and a foul at the plate. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes on Peyton Jurlett. So if Peyton could get anything to pull, she could run 4 a ways. I'd imagine pitches with movement and off-speed pitches is what Rattler will give her. And a changeup is swung on and missed on the outside edge. Rattler gets her second strikeout. 2 down in the third inning.
Second baseman, number 6.
Rattler has retired 8 in a row. The last batter to reach was Shelby Stahlberger. She did so on an infield hit in the first. She bats now. She looks at the pitch on the outside edge. No balls and 1 strike to the right-hand hitter. Oh, 1 from Rattler. Stahlberger bunts up the third base side. Barehand pickup by Foster. Throws on to first base to retire, or Stahlberger would have reached, but apparently it hit her while she was in the batter's box. The base umpire, Vince Workman, throwing his arms up right away. No balls, 2 strikes, the count on Shelby. 0-2 with 2 down. Fastball low from Rattler. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Shelby second on the squad in batting average at .397 coming in. Behind Peyton Jurlett's .435. Riser high. And the deuce is now wild on Shelby Stahlberger. 1-0 Decorah. Top of the third inning. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. The 2-2 delivery. Ground ball toward short. Charging there is Bailey Mitchell. She'll pick it up and throw to first base to retire Stahlberger and the Stein in the third inning. For the second consecutive inning, the Vikes go down in order. 3 up and 3 down. Bottom of the third we go. It's a 1-0 lead for Decorah. Bottom of the third inning. Time to look at the week that will be in broadcasting. Tomorrow night, we'll have Decorah Viking baseball at Waverly Shell Rock. It'll be a doubleheader beginning at 5:30. For both games on AM 1240 KDEC and at KDECradio.com. Tuesday night, more Decorah Viking baseball. They'll take on Clayton Ridge at home, 7:30 start time. Wednesday night, Decorah and West Delaware in baseball at home, 7:30 start time for that one. And more Decorah softball next Thursday night, opening round of regional competition. Decorah and Charles City from this same location. That'll be a 7 o'clock start time next Thursday night. Hear all those games on AM 1240 KDEC and at KDECradio.com. All of the schedule is available online in the sports section of KDECradio.com. Katie Foster starts the second trip around the order. Looks at the first pitch high. 1 ball, no strikes. Foster flew out to left in the bottom of the first inning. 1 ball, no strikes. Vanderkroll delivers, and the slap hitter takes it at the knees for a strike. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Vikes charging with Stahlberger and Monteith from second and short. Jurlid plays the middle, and Edie plays back at first. Here's a roller towards short on 2 hops, fielded by Jurlid. Quick toss over to first base, and Foster retired. 1 down here in the 3rd inning. 1 down, nobody on, and Shea Etherington grounded to second. Her first time up. Decorah leads 1-0, bottom of the 3rd inning. First offering swung on, popped up. Shallow right field coming on is Leuenberger, and she'll make a scooping grab one-handed just on the infield dirt. And quickly 2 up, 2 down in the 3rd inning. So after getting the first 2 runners on in the 2nd inning, the first 2 runners retired here in the 3rd for Charles City. Taylor Schmidt singled to left in the 1st inning. She'll look at a strike from Vanderkroll. No balls and 1 strike. Comets have won 8 straight, but trail this one early, 1-0. We're in the bottom of the 3rd in game 1 of the doubleheader. 0-1, grounded towards left on a base hit. So Taylor Schmidt now 2 for 2. Comets now with 4 hits compared to Decorah's 1. Sarah Martin will look to keep the inning going. She grounded back to Vanderkroll to end the first 0 for 1. A wild pitch scored Peyton Jurlid in the 1st inning. That has been the game's only run to this point. Vikings with the advantage. The pitch drops low. It is 1 ball, no strikes on Sarah Martin. One-0. Low, 2 balls, no strikes to count. Haziness starting to take control of the sunshine here at Sportsman's Park. Runner goes, pitch rolled towards the right side. Diving stop made by Stahlberger from one knee, throws to first base, and Martin retired 4-3. Stahlberger was moving to her right to cover the bag, had to lunge back to her left to make the diving stop from one knee. Made a good throw to first base to retire Sarah Martin. Hang a star on that play. 1 hit, 1 left, 3 done, 1-0 Decorah. A 1-0 lead for Decorah starting the 4th inning. Glad you're with us from Charles City tonight. We'll have both games of the doubleheader for you tonight. This is our regular season finale broadcast-wise of softball. And a week from tonight, it'll be postseason softball. Decorah will take on Charles City here, and the winner will play at Waverly Shellrock a week from Saturday night. 6 teams in a region, and 2 teams get byes. Maddie Edie looks the first one inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Edie grounded to 3rd in the first 0 for 1. Other side of the bracket, Dubuque-Wahlert at Western Dubuque. Winner playing at West Delaware a week from Saturday night. Ground ball to short, picked up there by Bailey Mitchell on to first base. And Edie retired 6-3, 1 down in the 4th inning. 10 in a row set down by Rattler. The first 2 batters got on for Decorah. That was good enough to get a run. Rattler has settled down very nicely since that time. She only has a 1.28 ERA. And Riley Hupka swings and fouls the first pitch, third base side. No balls and 1 strike. Hupka popped to second in the first 0 for 1. Rattler gets the target from Sonberg, and the pitch taken on the outside edge for a strike, and it's no balls and 2 strikes on Hupka. By comparison, Charles City has had 4 base runners in the first 3 innings and have left 3 of them on. The balls, 2 strikes with 1 down. The pitch outside to Hupka. 1-2 on Riley. One-two delivery, ground ball to third, slowly hit, fielded on the bag by Foster. She bobbled momentarily and throws to first base. Hupka ends up reaching. That'll be an E5 on Foster and ends a string of 10 in a row set down by Megan Rattler. 1 on, 1 out.
7, Riley.
1-0 Decorah, top of the fourth. Riley Monteith grounded to third, her first time up, 0 for 1. Runner goes, pitch taking a strike. Throw down to second base, and Hupka in there sliding. Mitchell took the throw at second, which wasn't too bad from Sonberg, but Hupka got a good jump. Riley steals her fourth base of the season. No balls, 1 strike to count on Monteith. The pitch goes high. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Vikes with a runner in scoring position. In fact, a runner on for the first time since the first inning. The pitch high, 2 balls, 1 strike. Monteith had a home run the other night down at Southwind. 2-1 to Riley. Swung on, driven towards right center field. That'll land for a base hit. Hupka being waved to the plate. Now gets a late stop sign from Coach Iverson. The throw goes towards the plate. Monteith heads up, takes second base. And the Vikes have him at second and third with 1 down here in the fourth inning.
Now batting for the Vikings, right fielder number 1, Lexi Leuenberger.
Monteith, a single, moves to second on the throw home. Second and third, 1 down. Lexi Leuenberger stands in for Decorah. 1-0 Vikings leading. First pitch outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Leuenberger grounded to second in the second, 0 for 1. The 1-0 delivery swing and a little number back to the circle. Bobbled a bit there by Rattler. She'll throw to first base. Leuenberger retired by a step. 2 down here in the inning. Rattler held the runner at third while trying to pick up the ball. 2 on, 2 out for Ellie Shelton, who grounded to short in the second, 0 for 1. 1-0 Vikings looking to add on to that total right here. Rattler delivers, pitch swinging a foul. On the ground at the third base side near the backstop. No balls, 1 strike. Hupka third, Monteith second. 0-1 delivery. Pitch swung on and missed. Good changeup from Rattler. And it is no balls and 2 strikes. Nothing in 2 with 2 down. The pitch high. It's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Decorah looking to get a crooked number on the board. Ground ball to the right side, fielded there by Crooks. She'll take 3 steps to her left and tag the bag before Shelton arrives, and the side is out in the fourth inning. 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left. Halfway home in game 1 of this conference doubleheader. Decorah leading by a 1-0 margin. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for Decorah. No runs, 4 hits, 1 error for Charles City. Starting the bottom half of the fourth inning. Bailey Mitchell, Connor Crooks, and Chantel Van Houen for Charles City to face Annika Vanderkroll, who's given up 4 hits, no runs, hasn't walked anybody or struck out anybody. She's been around the zone like she usually is. In the 13 batters she has faced, she's only gone to a 3-ball count once.
Shortstop number 15, Bailey Mitchell.
And a 2-ball count twice. Bailey Mitchell singled to left in the second, 1 for 1. 1-0 Decorah here in the fourth. The pitch goes low to Bailey Mitchell. 1 ball, no strikes. One 0 delivery. Taken a little bit low. It's 2 balls, no strikes on Vanderkroll. This was the part of the order that the Comets got their best scoring chance of the night back in the second inning. 2-0 delivery, chopped foul, third base side. Knocked down there by Coach Brian Bolin in the third base box. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. 2-1. Taken low, so now it's 3 balls, 1 strike on Bailey Mitchell. Right-hand hitter against the right-hander, Vanderkroll. The 3-1 grounded towards third, fielded by Monteith, throwing across the diamond to retire Mitchell. The 5-3 put out puts one out up on the scoreboard. Nobody on, and Connor Crooks will be the batter. Vanderkroll has been able to retire the first batter in the inning in 3 of the 4 frames to this point, swinging a foul at the plate. The ball's 1 strike on Crooks, as one of the 4 hits given up by Annika to this point. Vanderkroll looking for her 5th win. That one hammered center field and deep, and that ball is gone. Crooks with home run number 2, RBI number 6, and we are tied at 1. Just a line drive just to the left of the 210 sign in center field. And the Comets have evened the score with 1 swing of the bat. There wasn't a lot of doubt about it. Taylor Schmidt had a home run against Decorah and Vanderkroll back a week ago Tuesday. That is the 9th home run for Charles City as a squad this season. Our new score is 1-1 as Chantel Van Houen looks at the first one low. 1 ball, no strike. She flew out to left. Hit it well towards the fence, but it was caught near the fence by Tess Olinger. Back in the 2nd inning, 0 for 1. 1-0 delivery, loop towards left center, and a base hit past a lunging Druid and into left center. And that's the 6th hit given up by Vanderkroll. 1 on, 1 out, 1 in, and Kyla Crooks will look to keep it going for Charles City. She popped to short her first time up. Ellie Shilton now warming up behind the Decorah dugout. First pitch to Vanderkroll, ground ball towards third. Monteith throws to second for 1, and the throw from Stahlberger to first is late and wild, but not enough to make warrant runner advancement. As Crooks hits into the fielder's choice, 5-4. 2 down and a runner at first. Megan Rattler tries to help her own cause. She popped to short in the 2nd inning. 0 for 1. She looks at the first one low from Vanderkroll. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-1 game, 4th inning. 1-0 delivery, ground ball wide of third and foul. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Rattler. A pretty clean played ball game, pretty good ball game to this point. As Decorah got a run in the 1st inning, but Connor Crooks tied the game with the solo home run in the 4th. 1-1 delivery, loop towards left center, and a base hit. Hitting second and heading to third is Kyla Crooks. The throw there, not in time. Runners at the corners with 2 outs for the Comets. And the top of the order gets a chance. And a courtesy runner coming in for Charles City. That will be Peyton Reams. Reams will run at first. Crooks the runner at third. 1 in, 2 down. Katie Foster is 0 for 2. She bats for the 3rd time in 4 frames. She flew out to left in the 1st, grounded to short in the 3rd. The pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Foster usually a slap hitter, meaning she bats from the left side. When she does that, she's batting from the right side in this at-bat. The 0-1 delivery swung on a looper towards second, and a backhand snag in the air made by the second baseman Stahlberger to retire the side. 1 run, 3 hits, 2 left. We're 4 innings complete. In game one of this Northeast Iowa Conference doubleheader, our new score, Decorah 1 and Charles City 1. Decorah 1, Charles City 1 as we go to the top of the fifth inning. Been pretty good softball to this point. Decorah will have hitters 8, 9, and 1 to face Megan Rattler, who's given up 2 hits, has walked 1, and has struck out 2. The run she gave up was earned. The lone walk came back to Hunter. That was to the leadoff batter in the game. Tess Olinger struck out swinging to end the second, 0 for 1. 1-1 game as we start the fifth. And the pitch bunted up the third base side, charging is Foster. Barehand pickup, throws to first base, and Olinger retired. It was a high throw, but Crooks able to glove it. 1 down, nobody on for Lauren Eggert.
Now batting for the Vikings.
Eggert grounded to third, and Foster in the third. 0 for 1. Foster's had 5 chances at third base and fielded 4 of them cleanly. Swinging a foul third base side, no balls and 1 strike. But a lot of ground ball outs in this game. In fact, of the 13 recorded by Rattler, 9 have been ground ball outs. Sign she's keeping the ball low in the zone. Pitch a strike to Eggert. And it's 0-2 on Lauren. 0-2 with 1 down. 1-1 game here in the fifth. 0-2 to Eggert, swung on and missed at a changeup. Third strikeout for Megan Rattler. And there is 2 down in the fifth inning. Peyton Jurlett starts the third trip around the Decorah batting order. She walked and scored in the first, struck out swinging in the third. 0 for 1 officially. The slap hitter from the left-hand side of the plate looks the first one outside from Rattler. 1 ball and no strikes. Jurlett scored on a wild pitch after walking in the first inning. Connor Crooks tied the game in the bottom of the fourth for Charles City with a 1-out solo home run, her second of the season. Taylor Schmidt hit a home run off Van de Krol up in Decorah 8 days ago. Teams in their second meeting over a 16-day period as Jurlett swings and fouls it out of play, third base side. It's 1 ball, 1 strike now. 1-1 the count on Jurlett. 1-1 delivery with 2 outs. Pitch low and outside. It is 2 balls and 1 strike now on Jurlett. Two down, inning number 5. We're tied at 1. Charles City out hitting Decorah 7-2. Ground ball, 1 hopper right to second, and Taylor Schmidt will throw to first base to retire the side. For the third time in 5 innings, Decorah goes down in order. 3 up, 3 down. Bottom of the 5th inning we go. We are tied at 1. 1-1 game as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Shea Etherington, Taylor Schmidt, and Sarah Martin for Charles City. Hitters 2, 3, and 4 to face Van de Krol. Annika's given up a lot of hits, but Comets have also left a lot of runners on base. Van de Krol's given up 7 hits through 4, but only 1 run.
Leading off for Charles City.
One of the 7 hits left the yard. The 1-out solo home run by Crooks in the 4th inning. Etherington with the slap bunt, fielded by Stahlberger, throws on to first base. And Etherington retired on the first pitch of the bottom of the 5th. She's now 0 for 3. Stahlberger playing up at second base. Charged, fielded, and had a clean throw to first base. Vikes have only had 1 error tonight, and it didn't cost them. Taylor Schmidt will be the batter. She hammers one down the left field line, and that is just foul. Just a little in front and just a little to the left of the 180 sign and straightaway left. It's no balls and 1 strike. Schmidt is 2 for 2 with a single to left in both the first and in the third inning. Vanderkroll ready, pitch, smoke towards right field. After it is Lundberger, it's over her head, 2 hops and a roll to the fence. Hitting second, coming to third is Taylor Schmidt. There will not be a relay throw. Schmidt with her 3rd double of the season. Her first 2 hits went to left field. She went to right field, going the opposite way on the off-speed offering from Vanderkroll. Runner at third, 1 down for Sarah Martin. She hammers one to left field and a base hit. Scoring easily will be Schmidt. Martin heading to second base. She'll be in there without a play. And the Comets take their first lead of the night. Sarah Martin with RBI number 10 on the season. Hit number 10 on the night for Charles City, and Vanderkroll is going to get lifted for Ellie Shelton. Comets take a 2-1 lead here in the 5th inning. We'll tell you more about the changes here in a moment. The Vikes move the designated player Ellie Shelton to the circle. Vanderkroll done after 4 1/3, 10 hits, 2 runs, both earned. No walks and no strikeouts. Martin still her responsibility at second base. That's the same amount of time that Vanderkroll threw against Charles City up in Decorah on the 23rd of June. Her numbers that night, 4 1/3, 8 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, no walks, no strikeouts. Shelton threw 2 2/3 that night, gave up 2 hits, 1 unearned run, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. A runner at second base and 1 down. A 2-1 lead for Charles City. Bailey Mitchell will look to keep it going. She singled to left in the second and grounded to third in the fourth. She's 1 for 2. She looks at the first pitch inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Shelton 2-2 with the 3.65 ERA. Opponents hitting 293 against her. 30 2/3 innings, 44 hits, 16 earned runs, 11 walks, and 16 strikeouts. Pitch low. 2 balls, no strikes on Bailey Mitchell. Comets came from behind to defeat Decorah 9 days ago, 6-3. Drop ball swung on and missed. It's 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Comets won that one 6-3, and now they lead this one 2-1 in the bottom of the 5th inning. The 2-1 delivery, swinging a foul at the plate. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Bailey Mitchell. Etherington started the inning, rounding out to second. Then Taylor Schmidt tripled to right. Sarah Martin got her home on a single to left. 2-2 delivery, drops low and inside to the right hand hitting Mitchell. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Three, 2, 1 down. The pitch, swinging a foul. Third base side, Mitchell staying alive at 3 balls, 2 strikes. One out in the 5th inning. Shelton with the 3-2. Hit well, foul. As that one sent Coach Bolin dancing a bit in the third base box. So a good battle between Shelton and Mitchell. First batter that Ellie has faced since entering the game. 3-2 with 1 down. Changeup, fly ball, left field. Angling towards the line, Tess Olinger. She'll make a 2-handed catch in medium depth left for the second out of the inning. So Shelton eventually wins the at-bat, which lasts 8 pitches. Connor Crooks is 2 for 2. She tied the game back in the 4th with a solo home run, half-swing ground ball foul, third base side. 2 balls and 1 strike. That was after a single to left in the second. Comets lead at 2-1. Sarah Martin putting Charles City ahead. with the single to left to score Taylor Schmidt, who tripled ahead of her earlier this frame. And that base hit chased Vandekroll from the game. The 0-1 delivery low and inside to Crooks. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Charles City trying to win their 9th game in a row. 1-1 delivery with 2 down. Pitch at the letters and for a strike. It's now 1-2 from Shelton to Crooks. One and two in the pitch. Swung on and missed at a changeup. So Shelton able to put out the fire in the 5th. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, 1 left. 5 innings complete. Our new score, Charles City 2 and Decorah 1. Comets with a tally in the 4th and the 5th. Decorah got their leadoff runner on in the 1st inning. A walk, a wild pitch, a stolen base, and another wild pitch scored Peyton Jurlett in the 1st. Since that time, they've had a tough time figuring out Megan Rattler. Rattler let 2 runners on in the 4th inning, 1 on an error, 1 on a single. And that's her only blemishes since the first 2 batters of the game. Shelby Stahlberger, Maddie Eady, and Riley Hubka for Decorah in the 6th. Shelby an infield hit in the 1st and a ground out to short in the 3rd.
Number 6, Shelby Stahlberger.
Echo. So, or Shelby Stahlberger looks at the first pitch low. 1 ball and no strikes. Had to do a little adjusting there because Mr. Larry Wolf has to pick up his Mabes half-baked. The pitch goes high, 2 balls, no strikes. Nobody on, nobody out here in the 6th inning. Comets leading 2-1. The pitch high again. Now it's 3 balls, no strikes. Rattler has only walked 1. That was back in the 1st inning. 3-0 delivery. Pitch on the inside edge as Stahlberger was taken all the way. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. Larry Wolf, assistant principal over here at Charles City. His daughter, one of the pitchers on the Comets, and he always likes his Mabes Pizza. Pitch inside corner for a strike. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes, and let the record state, I'm probably the worst delivery person Steve White has ever employed. 3 balls, 2 strikes in the pitch. Late swing and a foul ball. But Stahlberger staying alive as she fouled it up the first base side. That one woke up Maddie Eady in the on-deck circle near the first base Decorah dugout. 3-2 pitch inside, ball 4. So Rattler walks her 2nd. That is the first time since the 1st inning that Decorah has gotten their leadoff runner on. Maddie Eady is 0 for 2, a ground out to 3rd in the 1st, ground out to short in the 4th. She fouls the first pitch off, attempting to bunt. No balls, 1 strike. 2-1 Comets. Runner at first, nobody out in the 6th. Rattler got a save against Decorah in the game 9 days ago. Looking for her 9th win of the season here in this game. 0-1, Eady squares to bunt and takes the pitch high, snap throw to first base. Stahlberger back to the bag, diving. It's 1 ball, 1 strike on Maddie Eady. Charles City 2, Decorah 1, top of the 6th inning. Series of signs from Coach Iverson in the 3rd base box. Eady, a right-hand hitter, bunts but pushes it foul. A rise ball in on the hands, and it was a tough pitch to handle, and unfortunately for Decorah, Maddie couldn't put it between the chalk. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 delivery, looper down the first base side, caught at first by Crooks, and she'll walk to the bag, but won't get there in time to double up Stahlberger. One down here in the 6th inning. That looper went right towards the bag. Crooks only caught it a couple of steps behind the bag, and Stahlberger was lucky to get back. 1 on, 1 out, 2-1 Charles City here in the 6th. Riley Hubka looks at the first one inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Hubka grounded, or rather popped out to second in the 1st and reached on an error in the 4th. 1-0, riser high. Shelby takes off, throw down to second base in time. Bailey Mitchell taking the throw, retiring Shelby Stahlberger. On a very nice throw. It's 2 balls and no strikes on Riley Hubka. Coach Iverson tried to get the tying run into scoring position, but Sienna Sonberg was up to the challenge. Looper into right field, and that one is going to be caught by Kyla Crooks, and that's that in the 6th inning. A walk, a caught stealing, and nobody left. We head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. It's 2-1 Charles City. This is Vikings Radio 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.com. Darren Swenson with Northeast Iowa Conference softball tonight. The Charles City Comets lead Decorah by a 2-1 margin. Vikings got a run in the 1st inning. Peyton Jurlett scoring on a wild pitch. But a Connor Crooks solo home run in the 4th inning and a Sarah Martin RBI single in the 5th have given Charles City a 2-1 lead. Swinging a pop-up third base side, straight back and out of play off the bat of Chantel Van Houen. No balls and 1 strike. Van Houen fouled or flew out to left in the 2nd. And single to left in the 4th. They must be practicing fireworks somewhere here in Charles City as echoes booming in the distance as the pitch goes high. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count, and Shelton delivers. Pitch swung on, popped up, shallow center. 2 steps onto the outfield grass. Shelby Stahlberger from her second base position makes the catch. 1 down here in the 6th inning. Kyla Crooks popped to short in the 2nd. Hit into a force play in the 4th, 0 for 2. 2-1 Charles City here in the 6th. Shelton on in relief of Vanderkroll. The pitch goes high, 1 ball, no strikes. Vanderkroll threw 4 1/3, gave up 10 hits, 2 runs, both earned, no walks, no strikeouts. 1-0 from Ellie, drops low, 2 balls, no strikes to count. Decorah. In the 7th, we'll have Riley Monteith, Lexi Leuenberger, and Ellie Shelton. That's hitters 5, 6, and 7, but work to be done before you get to that point as Shelton hits Crooks in the ankle. So Kyla will make her way down to first base. 1 on, 1 out. And Peyton, or rather Megan Rattler, will be the batter, trying to help her own cause. She popped a short in the 2nd inning and single to left in the 4th. She chops 1 foul third base side. No balls, 1 strike, top of the order, and Katie Foster on deck. A pretty good softball game tonight. Comets have had more offense. Vanderkroll was able to pitch her way out of a few jams, and Shelton did for sure in the 5th inning. As that one roped into right center field, it's going to land and roll all the way towards the fence. Getting a stop sign at third base is Crooks on the double by Rattler, 2nd and 3rd, with 1 down for the Comets. Rattler with her first extra base hit of the season. And she is now 12 for 24 as a hitter. Peyton Reams will be the courtesy runner at 2nd base for Rattler. And Megan Stout will bat for Katie Foster, who is 0 for 3. Stout is a .404 hitter with 7 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 11 RBI. By the way, Ashley Schwartzoff is now playing right field for Decorah. So she would be due up 2nd now for Decorah in the 7th inning. Looper down the right field line, and that'll land fair and into the right field corner and gets by Schwartzoff. 2 runs will score on a Stout 2-run double, and the Vikings will now have a 3-run mountain to climb, at least in the 7th inning. Stout knocks in 2 on the double to right. Comets now lead 4-1. And now the batter will be Shea Etherington. Pitch goes low, 1 ball, no strikes. Or correction, this is a pinch hitter. It'll be Jamie Sidlinger for Charles City. Swinging a foul at the plate. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. So Megan Stout, a pinch hitter for Foster, knocks in 2. And Coach Bolin hoping for some pinch hitting magic right here. Runner at 2nd, 1 down, 4-1 lead for the Comets here in the 6th. The pitch swung on, ground ball towards short, booted there by Jurlid. Sidlinger will reach. Stout stays at 2nd. So Sidlinger reaches on the error. Shelton retired the first 3 she faced and has let the next 4 on. As Taylor Schmidt will bat for herself and look at the first pitch inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Schmidt, freshman second baseman, 3 for 3. Single to left in the first, single to left in the third, triple and scored in the 5th. Ground ball to third, fielded there by Riley Montish. She tags the bag for 1 out. She throws to first, and it's wild. That'll allow the runner at 2nd, Sidlinger, to move to 3rd on the throwing error. Schmidt will reach on the fielder's choice as Stout retired 5 unassisted for the 2nd out of the inning. 1st and 3rd, 2 in, 2 down for Sarah Martin, who is 1 for 3. She had an RBI single in the 5th. She squares to bunt, pulls the bat back, runner takes off, and Schmidt takes 2nd uncontested. 1-0 on Sarah Martin, and now she will bat with 2 runners in scoring position. Vikes will have at least a 3-run mountain to climb in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch high. 2 balls, no strikes to count. (2-0) with 2 down. The pitch swung on, fly ball center field. Underneath it is Riley Hubka. She'll make it a 2-handed catch in medium depth center. And that's that for the 6th inning. But the Comets get 2 insurance runs on 2 hits, 2 errors, and 2 runners left. Vikes need 3 to keep game 1 going. They trail it by a 4-1 margin. Decorah had a 1-0 lead. Heading to the 4th inning, a Connor Crook solo home run tied the game at 1. A Sarah Martin single with 1 out in the 5th inning scored Taylor Schmidt to give Charles City a 2-1 lead. And Megan Stout had a 2 2-run double as a pinch hitter to score Kyla Crooks and Peyton Reams in the 6th inning to give the Comets 2 runs of insurance. They lead it 4-1. Vikes scored their only run. Peyton Jurlett walked to start the game. Wild pitch got her to 2nd. Stolen base got her to 3rd. Wild pitch got her home. Riley Monteith will bat in the top of the 7th inning. She'll look at a strike, 0-1. Monteith grounded to 3rd in the 1st and singled to center in the 4th. Decorah with only 2 hits against Megan Rattler. 0-1 delivery, outside corner taken for a strike, and it's no balls and 2 strikes now on Monteith. Nothing in 2 the count. The 0-2 delivery outside for 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lexi Leuenberger appears to be re-entering the game because she is batting in the on-deck circle. Or standing in the on-deck circle. 1-2 loop her towards left field, and that'll land for a base hit. Riley Monteith now 2 for 3 on the night. And Coach Iverson going to go to his bench for a pinch hitter, or rather a pinch runner. Katie Nimrod will run for Riley Monteith. Lexi Leuenberger exited the game in right field defensively in the bottom of the 6th inning. But now she will re-enter the game offensively in the top of the 7th inning. Vikes need to get another runner on to get that tying run to the plate. Leuenberger is grounded to 2nd in the 2nd, grounded to the pitcher in the 4th. Pitch taken as for a strike at the knees, no balls and 1 strike. A 4-1 lead for Charles City here in the 7th. The pitch swung on, looped down the left field line, or the right field line will be a fair ball and into the corner. It gets by Kylie Crooks. Nimrod hits 3rd, being waved to the plate. She will score without a play, and making it to 3rd will be Leuenberger. The lead is now 4-2 for Charles City. So Leuenberger gets a single to right, and she will move to 3rd on the fielding error, which allows Nimrod to score. And now Haley Neerling will bat for Ellie Shelton. Tying run at the plate for Decorah, top of the 7th inning. A 4-2 lead for Charles City. Neerling pinch hitting for Shelton, who was 0 for 2. Neerling 5 for 24 at the plate this year, a 208 hitter. She does not have an RBI on the varsity pitch. A strike to Haley. No balls and 1 strike to count. A 4-2 lead for the Comets. Still nobody out here in the 7th. The 0-1 swung on, hammer towards right field. It's going to be caught by Crooks. Tagging at 3rd, coming to the plate is Leuenberger. She will score. It's now a 4-3 ball game with 1 down. So Neerling gets her first varsity RBI on the sacrifice fly to right.
For the Vikings, left fielder number 4, Tess Olinger.
The bases are empty. 2 in, 1 down. Tess Olinger, the batter for Decorah. 4-3 Charles City here in the 7th. Pitch swung on and missed. No balls, 1 strike. Olinger struck out swinging in the 2nd, grounded to 3rd in the 5th. The 0-1 swinging a foul at the plate is no balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2 on Olinger. Rattler looking to finish things out for the Comets. 0-2 swung on and a grounder right back to Rattler in the circle. She'll pick it up and throw on to first base to retire Olinger. And the Vikes will be down to their last hope. Said last hope being represented by Lauren Eggert right now. Eggert grounded to 3rd in the 3rd and struck out swinging in the 5th. Vikes have gotten 2 runs here in the 7th to make things a bit more interesting as the first pitch outside, 1 ball, no strikes. (4-3) the score. Comets on top. How big was that 2-run double in the 6th now? Is that one hammered, but caught in the circle by Rattler? And that's that for game number 1. The Vikes make it interesting with 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, and nobody left in the 7th. But the Comets, in come-from-behind fashion, win by a 4-3 margin. 4 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors, and 9 left for Charles City. 3 runs, 4 hits, 4 errors, and 3 left for Decorah. Megan Rattler, the winning pitcher. She is now 9-3. Annika Vandekroll, the losing pitcher. She is now 4-9. Comets win their 9th in a row. They are now 16-9 overall and 8-6 in conference play. Decorah drops to 8-14 overall and 4-10 in conference play. They're going to have their senior night presentation here between games, so it's 7:16 now, so it'll be approximately 7:45 before we get going with game number 2 of this doubleheader. We invite you to join us then on AM 1240 KDEC and at KDECradio.com.